What is going on, YouTube? Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I have another voiceover, episode 2. Hope you enjoyed the first one, as I have plenty more coming your way. Go ahead and leave me a virtual tip by hitting that subscribe button. Like the video, and hey, leave a comment. Shots on me. Alright, with further ado, let's get it stirring. Well, as you can see, a little bit of a mess. That's okay, because we're just performing. We're, as I like to say, moving and grooving. Just pouring up a shot of JMO Sin. We got pickle juice, fresh out the jar. If anyone knows what this little fun shot is called, go ahead, leave a comment, let me know. I'll tell you in about a minute or two exactly what this is. But we're going in, about to drop these off. Oh yes, by the way, episode 1, I briefly discussed wine glasses, and I would like to elaborate and extend my knowledge. Here at Bin, like I said in episode 1, we have 4 different types of wine glasses, and each of those wine glasses belong to a certain wine. Now, you can kind of see some of them hanging up. Those right there are our red wine glasses. On the screen right now, you can see a wine glass. That is our red wine glass for Cabernets, Merlots, and red blends. Now, moving forward to another glass. This is the Pinot Noir glass. You notice it's a bit more bowl-shaped. You want to allow the Pinot to breathe a bit better. And moving forward, we have the Chardonnay glass. Kind of the same thing in the sense, it's quite much like a bowl. You want to be able to aerate the wine, also get a great good smell in there. And then moving forward is our white wine for, there's Moscatos, Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio. We even have a sweet red wine. Very delicious, kind of a novice wine. If you're getting into wines, it's a great wine to get into. It's Stella Rosso, sweet red. Very easy to sip on. And those are our 4 wine glasses that we have at Bin for our wines. Like I said in episode 1, each wine glass was designed to enhance your wine tasting experience. The shape of the glass directs the wine to a specific point on your tongue in which it better receives those tasting notes. For example, the tip of your tongue is sensitive to sweeter notes, and the sides of your palate are more sensitive to sour and salty taste. Now, the back of the tongue is most sensitive to bitter flavor profiles. So yes, it is important to know which wine belongs to which glass. I always tell people a great wine all depends on the glass it's poured in and the company you sip it with. Now back to the video. We are pouring up tequila shots. My personal favorite. I'm a big fan of tequila. Also, something to know about tequila is that in Mexico, they are allowed to claim 100% agave, even if there are additives in that tequila bottle. Very tricky. You have to do your research when drinking tequila. You really want to avoid those tequilas that are claiming 100% agave when in fact they are not 100%. Mexico law states that a tequila distillery can have up to 1% of additives in their tequila and still be able to claim 100% agave. What that means is that on the bottle, on the label, it'll say 100% true, authentic tequila, in which you're like, oh yeah, that's what you want. But in fact, there is and could be up to 1% of chemicals that are added to the tequila to better enhance the flavor profiles. And really, what this does, sorry to name drop, Casamigos, everyone thinks phenomenal tequila. Don Julio, phenomenal tequila, but in fact, they have additives. And what they do is they speed up the process in which they're able to produce tequilas. It takes up to at least 7 to 9 years of the agave plant to grow and reach its maturity, its ripeness, in order to be harvested to make said tequila. Now, one way around that is, hey, let's just harvest it at 5 years, and then we'll add additives, chemicals to the tequila to mimic what it should taste like. You don't want chemicals, you don't want additives. That might hurt you the next day. And if you're my age, that might hurt you the next following 2 days. So, do your homework, do your research, and how you can do so is on every bottle of tequila. Usually it's on the back of the bottle. There is what's called a NOM number, N-O-M, NOM number, 4 digits. You can download the Tequila Matchmaking app, enter in those 4 digits, the NOM number, and it will tell you if it has additives or if it doesn't have additives. Some of my personal favorites, I'll just give you 3. El Tesoro, which is it's common where I'm at. You can find it. These other 2, you really can't. Fortaleza, phenomenal tequila, my personal favorite, and G4, or what they call G4. So those are a couple of tequilas. If you don't know about them, please go find them because they're phenomenal. They do aged tequilas. I love sipping on them. They're great, and they're additive free. Very important. But yeah, tequila, love it. Yeah, does anyone know what Jameson and a pickleback shot is called? A Brooklyn hooker. Yay, the more you know. So anyone comes up to your bar and is like, hey, I want a Brooklyn hooker, now you know. You should have known because it's quite common, I guess, in our area. But yeah, you know, let's see. I think I'm making some Moscow mules. I haven't been paying too close attention because I've just been yapping away. Let's see here. Yeah, no, it's kind of a pain to bend over like that, especially when you just hit legs. Yeah, there we go. We got Crown Vanilla. This is one of our signature cocktails, a Crown Vanilla mule. Pretty traditional mule, you know, instead of vodka. You know, we got Crown Vanilla, obviously. Bitters, Angostura bitters, your traditional bitters. Fresh lime. You see I'm muddling the lime. Generally, we will have fresh lime juice already ready to go. But looks like that night, you know, we didn't have it, unfortunately. And yeah, next up we got ginger beer. So pretty common way to make a mule. You know, one might call this a Kentucky mule, being whiskey, lime juice, and ginger beer. But yeah, this is one of our signature ones. It's great. The touch of vanilla, phenomenal. I really like it myself, and I'm not just saying that just to say it. You also can tell while I'm making these drinks, I am also talking to that young gentleman. And he's asking for a couple drinks, whatever it may be. It's important to multitask. I talked about that a little bit in the first episode. But yeah, it just you got to. You got to try. The only way you're going to get better is just by trying. And if you forget what that person asked for, it's okay to ask questions, man. You just do your best. You know, the more you're able to multitask, the more efficiently you perform, the more you can create these cocktails, get these sales, which then ultimately lead to what? Shmoney, baby. Talking about tips, baby. TIPS, to ensure proper service. If you didn't know the acronym, now you do. All right. So it looks like I'm making another Moscow mule. I think I made a raspberry mule. A traditional mule, you guys, is just vodka, fresh lime juice, and ginger beer. Always, if you can, if your bar has it, use fresh lime juice. Fresh ingredients just makes for a better cocktail. It seriously does. I love Moscow mules. I think they're great and refreshing. If someone puts artificial lime juice in there, I can tell. It just has a boring taste to it. It's not as bright as what it would be and what it should be when you're using fresh lime juice. Boom, once again, multitasking. I, delivered his drinks. I think I got a card from him. I forget. But boom, yep. Give him his tab back. Unfortunately, he didn't start a tab. He just ran it. In which, by the way, most bars will add, like at bin, we'll do 3%. We'll charge you 3% of your bill to run a card. That same 3% is the same if you start a tab. So either or, you're not getting around that 3% unless you're using cash. This is kind of why I always say cash is king, just because you can avoid those fees. If you didn't know, now you do. Hopefully I can save you some money. And boom, just got to that young bucko. Got him a vodka Red Bull, my favorite. Just kidding. Nothing against vodka Red Bulls, okay? I just know if I'm gonna be going out, turning it up a notch, I don't need no Red Bulls. I'm gonna get ugly, okay? But yeah, here we are. Moving on to the next. Hope you guys enjoyed the first 10 minutes, We got to talk about some wine glasses. Talked about being efficient. It's important. Boom. More tequila shots. Yeah. All right, guys. Move. We got drinks to make. All right, we got a vodka. I know this gentleman. He likes, it's either mango or peach. I tend to forget. Or maybe he goes back and forth. I don't know. I think he picks one and I just tend to forget. Which, it's all right, man. Boom, yeah. With Sprite. Let's see. Oh, a Hennessy root beer. If any of you have tried a Hennessy root beer, let me know what you think. I have never tried that. I personally love cognac and also root beer. So being that I love the 2 ingredients that make this drink, I think I'd like it. But as you know, full glass of ice. Don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? You want ice in your cocktail. That just means less mixer, which means, depending what your mixer is, less sugar, which benefits you the following day. If it's Friday, you might want to go out Saturday again. You got to avoid the sugars, the unnecessary BS, so that way you can be optimal, all right? Boom, tequila. I poured up Cenote, I believe. That's an additive-free tequila. Let's see what else we got going on here. Yep, grabbing limes. Oh, can I get training wheels? Yeah, you can get training wheels. Yeah, of course. Lime and salt. Hey, that sounds like I was hating, but I'm not. Enjoy what you want to enjoy and do it in the fashion in which you enjoy it, okay? I'll never be mad. Same goes for when someone walks in and they're like, yo, can I get a Blanton's Old Fashioned? I kind of cringe at first, but you know what? Blanton's, phenomenal bourbon. It's only going to enhance the Old Fashioned. It's only going to make it a bit better. Now, bourbon, whiskey connoisseurs are going to look at that and be like, oh no, you just got to sip on that, little baby. You just got to put that on the rocks, little baby. Hey, like I said, do what you want, all right? You're the one paying for it, not me, all right? But I would recommend every now and again, if that's your thing, every now and again, go ahead and try it on the rocks. Go ahead and try it neat. You might even enjoy it a bit more than what you would when it's an old-fashioned. You get to taste the notes a bit better. You're not getting the sugar from the old-fashioned. You're not getting the orange and the bitters. It's just pure spirit. And that's kind of how I like to drink. I won't always do that, because sometimes you kind of get to that limit where a beer sounds great. I don't really drink beer a whole lot, but if I do, it's Modelo time. All right. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? I remember, yes, whiskeys. I want to talk about the term whiskey. It kind of can be a little confusing when someone's like, hey, what is a whiskey? What's a bourbon? What's a rye whiskey? What's a scotch? I like to keep it very simple, okay? Whiskey is your subject, all right? Like color. Underneath color, we have red, blue, purple, pink. You get it. That's exactly what whiskey is. Whiskey is the topic, and then bourbon, scotch, rye, Irish whiskey, Canadian whiskey. All that is the subtopic. Okay? Hopefully that kind of makes more sense. In each of those whiskeys are created a little bit differently than the next. And you have to have certain qualifications in order to be considered that spirit. Okay? So, there we go. All right, so we got some tequila on the rocks. Everyone probably knows that bottle. It's Clase Azul. Guess what? Has additives. In one way, if you don't, want to do the whole nom number looking on the app thing, it may seem a little wasteful, and it kind of is. But you can literally pour the tequila in your hands, rub your hands together, and if it feels like water, you got yourself an additive-free tequila. Amazing. If you pour it in your hands and it feels like, this is kind of a little sticky, there's a little bit of syrupy texture to it, that tequila has additives. And there I go, taking a shot on the job. We get a little turnsky every now and again. Okay, turnsky, that's a little bit too aggressive. We definitely don't go over the top. We do get a little loose, though. Not too sure why I picked Casamigos, because that has additives. It wasn't añejo, which I really like añejos. There's more notes of oak and caramel. They age tequilas in X whiskey barrels. So the longer that tequila sits in that whiskey barrel, the more that tequila takes up characteristics of a bourbon or a whiskey. Excuse me. And that's kind of why I like aged tequilas, because I like whiskey. And it's kind of best of both worlds. Okay, so back to the video. I'm kind of chatterboxing. Hope you're enjoying what I got to say. Looks like we got a martini coming up. And by the way, we're having fun. We're having fun. It looks like we're just moving and grooving, hustling and busting, but we're having fun in the process. We're making jokes. We're cracking wise. We're singing along to the tunes at the bar. Just a minute ago, they were playing Bartender by T-Pain. Okay? Classic. That is a hit. Every time that comes on, I feel like I'm a WWE wrestler walking out, and that's my theme song. Okay? I'm ready to bust some heads open. All right? Not really, but really. Okay, so let's see. We're making something. We're going to be shaking something up. Ooh, that looked like I just grabbed some cucumber vodka. I'm about to make a cucumber martini, is what I'm guessing. Okay. You know what? I lied. Not a cucumber martini. This is a green apple teeny. Yeah, yup. That's what it is. That's what it is, little baby. All right, we got our ice. Go ahead, let's add our topper. Let's pop that bad boy on there. What's going on? You know what's going on. We're shaking things up. We're rocking and rolling, baby. Boom, look, multitasking. She said, what's up? I say, hey, how you doing? X, Y, and Z. I'm putting things away. I'm shaking it up. I'm taking care. I'm asking Grong, what's he making? He just put me on with this fun banana milkshake kind of cocktail. If you read the captions, boom, there it is. He said a rum, another rum that he had in his hand, orange juice, pineapple juice. I don't know. I don't think I ever got to try it that night, so unfortunately I don't know what it tastes like. All I know is that I know it's good. I know it's good. If Grong making it, it's good. Believe that. All right. And hey, what a great team here. We're all moving. We're all staying focused. It seems like it's busy, but really it isn't even that crazy. Look, we're all saying what's up to the GoPro. I love it. So much fun. We're all staying busy. We're all keeping up, we're helping each other out. Like I said in episode 1, you cannot spell unit without U-N-I. Unit, U-N-I. You and I. Camaraderie. We make a team. All right? This place performs and functions so much better when we're communicating. The value in communicating. And it could be a simple little, hey, I just made a drink for so-and-so. They're good. Usually we'll break up. I got this side of the bar, you got that side of the bar. But sometimes one part of the bar gets a little bit more popular and you want to help out your teammate. So, yeah, sometimes I just jump in, get it cracking, get it going. And, yeah, here we are just cleaning up, you know what I'm saying? If you're steps ahead, later on when it comes to closing, it's just a little bit easier, okay? And let me tell you, if you bartended, you know what it's like. You want to leave as soon as you can. You know, you're tired. You might have, you know, a morning job, whatever the case is. You're ready to go. But you know what? It could be, you know, 2:30 in the morning. Whatever the case is, still there. You want to be home 2:30 in the morning, going to bed. Or eating, relaxing, showering, something. Not there. But, yeah, staying focused, staying on top of it, communicating, having fun, socializing. Don't be afraid to be a social butterfly. Don't be afraid to say something a little obnoxious sometimes, you know? Be yourself, really. Just have fun. All right, so 2 Long Island iced teas. All right, this motherfucker like to drink. All right, if you ordering iced teas. All right. Well, you know the deal. If you don't know, you do. Boom. Gotta make sure I top them all. Make sure they're doing good. You know, we got vodka. We got gin. What's next? Tell me. Oh, we got rum. We got some rum ski in there. What's next? Triple sec. I just did a little splash in there. That's crazy. All right. Whoa. I was gonna say, that ain't right. I need more tequila, baby. Come on. Boom. Added a free tequila once again out of another bottle. 2 for 2. That's not that great. We got to keep those bottles full. All right. No, that's a good sign. Use them up, actually. All right. Sweet and sour. You know what's crazy? Most people think that iced tea goes into Long Island iced tea. But it's not. It's Coke. Some of that cola, baby. And yeah. 2 Long Island iced teas. Them things get saucy, all right? They'll get you sauced up. You be feeling, you have one of those. You're like, all right, I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to talk to some chickies, you know? Boom. One-handed commander, dropping off 2 drinks. One hand. We got the card. Start a tab. Please. Nope. They ran it. They running it. Yeah, no, seriously, if you're a guest and you plan on having more than just 1 round of drinks, start a tab. Don't be that guest that just keeps running their card. It saves your bartender time. It's so much easier. Boom, swipe. Here's your card. Instead, I gotta swipe. Gotta get your clipboard. Gotta get a pen. Just start a tab. All right? We have very good integrity at the 201, okay? We're not adding drinks to your tab for random purposes. And by the way, don't ever be afraid to ask for an itemized receipt. Bars can do that. They can do that. If you feel like you're being jibbed, call them out. All right? Malibu pineapple. You know, I really haven't been watching the video as much as I should have been. I wish that I got more craft cocktails, more martinis. I didn't even think I made old-fashioned. You know, the crowd we got in tonight, a younger group, you know, and they know what they like. They're getting kind of 2-ingredient cocktails. That's cool. You know, I ain't got a problem with it. I'm going to go through my catalog. I'm going to find some videos where I'm making craft cocktails. I'm making martinis. I'm doing things like that. So we can talk about that on episode 3. But you guys, this video is almost done. That's wild. This goes by so fast. This is so much fun for me. I hope it's fun for you. All right? I'm making these for you. Making these for me too, because I like watching myself. You learn things when you watch yourself. With that being said, make some drinks in the mirror. I mean, it could just be water and ice, or it doesn't have to be anything. But pretend like you are making drinks. Look in the mirror and see exactly how you look. Don't be afraid to smile. Smile, smile, smile. Sometimes I forget. I'm like, dude, you gotta smile. People want to see that. That's just a sign of good energy, and that's what it's all about. Just having that A+ uplifting energy. All right? People want that. People want to be around that. Be that person, okay? Well, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys made it to the end. If you did, comment, and like I said, I got shots coming your way. Tequila, additive free. You know how I'm rocking. All right. Much love. I hope to see you again soon. Let me know how it went. The negatives, the positives. Much love coming from your boy. Thank you. Jesse's Bar.